What's up? Last night, Anthony Richardson took 2 snaps. Today, we just saw Shador Sanders throw his first professional touchdown. Albeit that it's preseason, but still, Shadori Sanders' season has begun. We're going to get into all of it right now, Goats. And welcome to the Fantasy Goats YouTube. This is Friday the 8th. I always have to double check, pinch myself as we're getting closer to the date. JX, there he is. I am your shepherd, and we are about to get going for the goat of goats, the Husot. We are here to just have a nice casual Friday. Yeah, we'll take off from the mock draft. We'll have one on Monday, I think. We'll do a mock draft on Monday. I figured we'll take this Friday to just be casual. We got the game on. We could talk about last night's debacle of sorts, and take any of your questions, of course. Sniper, hello. And the goat of goats. Hello, JX. How are you today? How's your preseason treating you over the last 24 hours?
It's been pretty up and down. Me and the Anthony Richardson truthers, we kind of are at a hard stop right now. My guy's Pinky was, how everyone else is north and south. His one east and west. It's not supposed to go that way, so of course he got taken out of the game, and we didn't get to see much of him. But is what it is. I'll say one thing though. I think the Baltimore Ravens should just stop playing preseason games. They play with a different intensity than anybody else, and it just does not seem fair.
Oh, you know what? I'm so glad that you said that because, like, even on that very same play, that play that the dude came just off the line, not blocked, not accounted for whatsoever. They just absolutely look as if it was a regular week 8 or worse for the opponent. The playoffs. Yes, you are 100% correct. Spot on. The Ravens just look different, and I have a feeling they're going to be different by the addition of Malachi Starks, and how you're moving Kyle Hamilton around, or Humphrey, what they're going to be doing on defense. They knew what their weakness was last season, and they sure as hell buttoned it up. And how about Keaton Mitchell?
Oh yeah.
How about Keaton Mitchell? Look, we saw that explosive home run in 2023, and then of course he got hurt. And sure enough, he looks like 2023 Keaton Mitchell pre-injury. Sniper wants to know, what do we think of Shador Sanders? How does he look? I mean, we got to take a little bit of a grain of salt. I mean, yeah, look, Shador Sanders is a good athlete. He's a cerebral type of quarterback, but going from college, going from Colorado, and then even before that, Jackson State, to now at this level is not an easy task for most. So, yeah, I mean, I want to take it with a grain of salt. Am I happy for him? I think JX is happy for him. Yeah, I mean, he looks good for a preseason game. He looks good, and it's good to get those reps.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and I look at it that way too. This is a preseason game, and he's doing fairly well right now. Now, I just think there's two sides of Shador Sanders right now, right? You're either extremely on his side, or you're going to nitpick everything that he does. So, he completed a couple passes. I was just looking over at it, and it seems like Twitter's on fire. Like, I knew this was going to be the case. I knew it. He's one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. But like I said, we all need to calm down a little bit. It's preseason. It's a preseason game. Vanilla everything. He should be looking pretty decent right now.
Let's not forget. I mean, aside from the fact that it's a preseason game, they're also playing the Panthers.
Yeah,
I don't expect the Panthers defense to be all like lights out like what we saw from Baltimore. He does need polishing, absolutely. And here's the tricky part about it, and why this was like not baffling, but kind of like a conundrum as to how the Browns or why they made the decision to take him so late after already taking another quarterback. Because you need that type of polishing or refinement during training camp, during these practices. Right? This is when it gets like polished up as much as possible. Um, over and over the reps continuously over and over again. Well, he's not taking first team reps in practice. There are three other quarterbacks doing that.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's
Yeah.
the conundrum. Now I know that JX, correct me if I'm wrong. I think like Cleveland like devised a plan where like I think they split practice fields. So at least on one practice field, Shador might be taking what would be like second team reps. But when it's all said and done, it's really like he's working with third and fourth string
Yeah.
players at that point. When it's all said and done, that's the that's the only thing that made it a little bit of a head scratcher when they made him the fifth round pick. And now back to these people on the Twitter machine. Oh, he's the best quarterback now since Peyton Manning, or they're scrutinizing every throw.
Hmm.
Look, if you're not pulling for this dude who we saw his life and career perhaps flash before his eyes, even though he doesn't portray it that way, and even though he is the son of Deion Sanders, that was still a gut punch. That
Absolutely.
the NFL like told that entire family, yo, let's get it together. You're lucky you're gonna get this opportunity now.
Hmm.
If he would have done better in March, early April, he would have been drafted a hell of a lot higher. And would have been taking more first team reps. That's my take on Shador. We're gonna need to see more of this. We need to see more reps. We need to see him in a pro game. How about that?
Yeah.
We need to see him. We need JX. We need to see him make the team.
Yeah.
He's probably going to make the team.
But he does. He does. I do think he does have a long as a way, as you're alluding to. Like it's not just as cut and dry. Like you know what I also saw today. I saw people saying today, you know what? I'm ready to plant my flag on it. Shador Sanders is going to be the first string quarterback come week one for the Browns. It's like no, like we're way too far from that. The guy, just like you said 3 days ago, was doing reps with the threes and the fours, and then by injury, he's now taking reps with the ones. So yeah, as like you said, take everything with a grain of salt. Understand that he's on a journey right now.
Yeah,
He's not even remotely close to being a complete complete player.
yeah, absolutely. And Sniper is bringing up something interesting. I don't know if she has concrete proof of this. If he does well tonight, he gets to play with the starters next week at practice. I don't know if it's a question or if it's a statement. It's interesting though because his performance tonight and what Kevin Stefanski and what the coaches do see in practice and what they're going to look out from tonight's film could very well influence him to maybe get more work. But again, what the trouble with it, again, back to that conundrum. If he's going to get more first team reps, then where does that leave Dylan Gabriel? Or Flacco's probably not taking any reps, but where does the Dylan Gabriel didn't even play tonight? So what does that tell you? That tells you that he's already ahead of Shador Sanders on the depth chart. Dylan Gabriel needs to get more of that work still. Dylan Gabriel might wind up being the QB2 of this team. So just again, we do let's take this as a victory for Shador Sanders, and let's ride the momentum moving forward. The goat of goats, the Ted McMillan hype is real, baby. It sure is, goat. Ted McMillan looks pretty nasty. He looks like a big boy out there. Yeah, he does. I've got Ted in several spots now. I believe I just took him in the Warrior Bowl. I got him in the Scotfish Bowl. I've got him somewhere else. Ted McMillan, I wasn't as sold on him until he was drafted that high and the landing spot where he could thrive. You know who else, JX? What do you think of Jalen Cocaine?
Yeah, yeah,
Jalen,
my guy, Jalen Coker,
I bet
touchdown on the second drive. Yeah, man. I mean,
I
I know you love Leggett. I know you do. You think he has that opportunity, but
to
I think it's Coker, man. I really do. I think Coker ends up being the second guy on the team as far as receivers go. Thielen's time is coming. And yeah, I just think Jalen Coker has shown enough, and I think he has that rapport with Bryce. It just looks. They just look like they have a real relationship.
I look, and you were correct with Xavier Leggett. I do. I kind of feel like he would be the recipient of softer coverage, but at the same time, what we just witnessed also. I think Jalen Coker could also be that recipient. And if I'm wrong, and if Xavier Leggett crashes and burns to 2, 3 touchdowns this season and under 1,000 yards, well, he's going to be fighting to make the team next season. But yeah, no, Jalen. I think Dave Canales built this offense like with like a prototype in mind. Yeah, I think Xavier Leggett is just a physical brick shithouse.
Hmm.
And then you've got these other tall, physical wide receivers. And
Hmm.
yeah, look, I'm excited to see Carolina. Bryce Young look good as well. Travion Henderson, yes, we saw that. He took that ball to the house. I don't know how happy I am that he took a return, but I'll take that with a grain of salt as well. I kind of feel like they want to get these rookies in and get them in game shape, get them game ready. Trevor Etienne was in on special teams and he muffed a return. Well,
Yeah.
Trevion Henderson didn't muff anything. He
No.
caught the ball. He caught the ball and took it to the house.
Yeah. And I
Yeah,
think that's what it is for him too. I just think he is a utility weapon. I think they are going to use him during the season as well on kick return, maybe punt return, a little bit of receiving, a little bit of rushing, and that's what kind of has me off of him as far as drafting him as high as he is. I mean, we're taking him with some guys who are legitimate bell cow running backs, but I'm glad to see, he took a good return to the house, gave some highlights, and he should be good moving forward.
I think when it's all said and done in a few short weeks from now, I think we'll most likely see Trevion Henderson on the sideline for that final preseason game because
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
he's gonna be utilized with the starting offense. He's going to be playing. I heard it from the announcers, so who knows? Yeah, no. Listen, the announcers know. I'm pretty sure one of them is who's calling the game over here. I think Mark Sanchez is calling this game. A quarterback, a former quarterback, a Jet quarterback. That's right. Got him the goats. You do, of course, you have him in the goats. Um, let's touch base on what hurt. What hurt my finger last night. Just watching it. We spoke a little bit on how the Ravens look real good. Yeah, well, let's take a look at the other side of that coin. Look who looked like we didn't get to see what he looked like, but this is what I'm going to deduct from it. JX, he didn't know that guy was coming off the line. Do you want to put blame on the? I'm not even sure which running back that was, whether it was Evan Hall or Tyler Goodson.
That was DJ Giddens.
I don't know if that was Giddens. Are you sure?
It was good. It was Giddens.
Was it
It was.
DJ Giddens?
But no, it wasn't. It wasn't anyone's fault but Anthony Richardson. Like when I initially watched it, because I kind of was looking at the offensive line. That's how I watch football: offensive line, D line first, and everybody else. And I'm looking at the left tackle's eyes, and I was like, "Oh, are they trying to push out to the nickel blitzer?" But no. But then we got Kurt Warner, and we got all the fabulous guys on X and NFL Network with Dan Orlovsky's. And no, it was on Anthony Richardson. It was Anthony Richardson's mistake. You know, I'm not to say that should absolutely kill him either, because we see a lot of quarterbacks do that. I remember the highlight of Kyler getting absolutely destroyed last year the exact same way. So I mean, it's just something that happens, and you know, he's luckily he's fine. Like I said, it's only a dislocated finger, but yeah, it was something that he just has to learn from.
I don't know, man. Yeah, so I mean, it could have been worse, or the way he was coming off the sideline right away, it looked worse. But I don't know. I mean, it's just these things continue to happen to this kid.
Yeah,
We're all, you want to talk about pulling for someone? We're
yeah,
pulling for him because we see the raw talent.
absolutely.
But like that was a heady mistake. So
Hmm.
yeah, I was gonna put 50% of it on the running back, but at the same time, it's
Can't
like,
put none of it on nobody, but it is 100% squarely on him. Yeah,
and you've got a backup quarterback came in right away. And it's not like Daniel Jones looked that much better,
no,
but
yeah,
look at what we're saying. It's like, okay, he's more available.
hmm,
There's more availability with Daniel Jones. That's the
hmm.
only thing. And so I don't know. I think I'm pretty sure I told Sniper yesterday while we were waiting to draft, which we never did. Well, we had to wait till today to make our pick. I think I told her that I'd be surprised. I'd be really really surprised if this dude winds up getting the starting job. They may roll him out again if his fingers up to it. Who knows? Who knows? Let's get into this. Let's get into this and that and this. Our goat Vince. Unless you guys have a question right away, there he is, the goat Vince. Like I said, our goat Vince sent in like a spreadsheet of questions.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's like a manifesto of players, whether you should draft one or draft the other. So I'm gonna throw it to you, JX, and you're gonna be the one to um to make the call here. We'll start at the top.
Hmm.
Nope, but I don't think it's in any particular order. It's not. It's not in any ADP order. Let's start at the top. Josh Downs, wide receiver 46, or Michael Pittman at wide receiver 52.
Who Josh Downs? Kind of to the same thing as Anthony Richardson. But Michael Pittman has to become available again. He's having he's having back issues. He's not playing a whole lot, and he has increased competition in that wide receiver room. Josh Downs just plays every game. He gets the majority of the targets in the slot, and he's reliable. It's an easy one for me. Josh Downs at ADP over Michael Pittman at ADP.
I agree. I agree. I think the upside here is with Downs. Um, Adonai Mitchell is reportedly having a good camp, and Michael Pittman is having no report. There's, we're not
Because
here.
he's been hurt. He's been
Yeah,
hurt.
we have no report. So I mean, sometimes no news is good news, but in this case,
Yeah,
I,
not good
I think
news.
I think we know where the upside lies. But let's not forget also what we're talking about with Josh Downs could very well be either the number one target earner. If not, it's going to be Tyler Warren.
Oh, oh man.
He
I
may
tell you what, Tyler Warren. I think I'm ready to plant the flag now. He might be top five tight end this year.
they made no bones about, yeah, here you go, here's the first play, first throw, right there, right now, and get used to it. Like no hiding from it.
Hmm.
So even if, again, if Josh Downs somehow miraculously gets above 110, 100 targets, I wouldn't be surprised if Tyler Warren is in that range as well.
Yeah.
Okay, number two, Aaron Jones, RB 25, or Jordan Mason, RB 37. Aaron Jones at 25, Jordan Mason at 37.
Do you want to take this one first? I feel like you have a big heart in this one.
For me, I'm going to take the value at Jordan Mason at RB 37. Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, like, look, even though they are going in with a quote unquote 50-50 carry, Aaron Jones, although had a really good season, last year. Well, he's known to miss some time here and there. He is 30 years old. I mean, he could get nicked up again. Jordan Mason, also in 8 games last year under a Shanahan run game, which is kind of similar to this run game, racked up close to 800 yards, 800 yards in 8 games, close to it.
Mhm.
3, 4 touchdowns, nothing to sneeze at, but still, I think what they want from Jordan Mason is something that Aaron Jones doesn't offer them, and that's just like a hard in between the tackles runner. I would take the upside of Jordan Mason, especially as someone who might get all like the red zone stuff, right? I mean, Aaron Jones is good for in between the 20s, but what happens then? I would
Exactly, yeah. And I'm right there with you. I mean, Jordan Mason was really impressive last year with the 49ers. He was thinking that he was going to be a league winner until he got hurt. I think he's going to, like I said, the same exact kind of offense, kind of the same situation, and it's best for Aaron Jones and for his career to kind of take that role he had in Green Bay, opposed to being the bell cow for the team. Yeah, so him take. I know they said it's a 50-50 split, but I would not be surprised if majority of the weeks, the Vikings are winning games. There's going to be 60% Jordan Mason to 40% Aaron Jones.
yeah. Yeah, he was sniped from me last night, 2 picks away. I know I got him. I've got him in our Fantasy Goats Invitational. Yeah, no, I'm a big fan. I'm a big believer in this dude, especially where he's being drafted. If he was being drafted higher, then it would, cause for pause. But where he's going right now, he's a
Yeah,
potential league winner.
yes.
Another one of my guys, JX, is coming up. We've got Caleb Johnson, RB29, or Tyler Warren at RB32. I think Vince was just trying to like keep us on our,
Oh
keep
yeah.
us
Hmm.
working. Making sure he's throwing us curveballs. I have a few shares of Quadzilla. Oh my gosh, that is funny. If you've got shares, wait a minute. Wait, before we get to Caleb Johnson and Tyler Warren, if you've got shares in and AJ Dillon, does that mean you bypassed Shipley for AJ Dillon to handcuff Saquon? Is that what happened? What,
It's a good question.
what are you seeing here, Vince Goat, that we're not? In any event, Caleb Johnson. Um, I'm a bit again. JX. I think this dude could be RB1, RB rookie one.
Hmm.
It's a little bit of a stretch. Uh, Ashton Genty, again, let's take it with a grain of salt, didn't have a very good first preseason professional game. That's not to say that he won't have a really good rookie season. I think Caleb steps right into whatever the hell Najee Harris was doing for them. Just much more explosive.
Yeah, it's been a lot more explosive. Yeah.
Just much like Najee. Think of Najee not only with 2 eyes, but Najee 2.0.
Hmm.
Tyler Warren, we know hell, we know what Tyler Warren is. Besides an undrafted free agent in
Well,
2020.
Jalen Warren. Jalen Warren.
Right.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I apologize for that, Tyler. I do. I shouldn't be mixing that guy with Jalen Warren. Um, is what universe exists for you that you're taking Jalen Warren in drafts? Pretty much like almost around the same area as Caleb too. So it's like the marketplace is taking Caleb Johnson before Jalen Warren, but then there are plenty of people that are saying, okay, I'll take this dude in Pittsburgh. I think he's the one that's going to get the work.
Hmm. I mean, the only thing I think about when I hear Caleb Johnson is what Mike Tomlin said when the first press conference. That kind of told me everything I needed to know. It told me everything, what they believe about Caleb Johnson. When he said, we watching his tape and he was running through a lot of Sunday holes on Saturdays. And I said, oh, then that tells right there, you have the running back you want. So if you have the running back you want, like I said, you're going to be using him like you've used your running backs in the past. I'm expecting like not necessarily this rookie season, but like I'm expecting to have like maybe a couple of Lev Bell type seasons. I think he knows what he sees in Caleb Johnson. And I'm the same exact way. Like we already know what Jalen Warren is. He's great to give a breather, receiving game, things like that. But Jalen, but excuse me, but Caleb Johnson is just going to be the guy for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Totally agree. Um, I think it will take a little bit of time for Caleb to just pick up pass pro.
Yeah.
So I think Jalen Warren is still going to be utilized in that capacity. Very important, especially with who's under center.
Hmm.
And if pitch again, I'll say it again, and I'm not happy about saying it, but I mean, for all intents and purposes, if we believe that Aaron Rodgers is improving this Pittsburgh offense, if we believe that this dude still has a little bit in him, then we have to then we're all in on Caleb Johnson to be scoring some easy gimme touchdowns off the goal line. I mean,
Hmm.
if they're really struggling, if there's a lot of third downs, then we know exactly why. I mean, they just struggled again. They stalled again. I got a question right here, and so you know how I feel about how the Big Daddy looked. He's always freaking open. He's always motherfucking open. The Big Daddy. How do I feel about it? Come on, he knows how I feel. 3 wide receivers start in the PPR league, and I got CD Lamb Chops. I've got Tyreek. He's got Tiggity Higgity. Xavier Worthy, Tevin Millen, and Buka, and then my RBs, I got Devon A. Chain, Marion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones, J.K. Dobbins. How'd I do? Where would you like your trophy sent?
Yeah, that's an excellent team.
Where do you want your trophy sent? The only thing that we have to monitor here, and this just basically came in today, Jordan Goat, is Tyreek. This Tyreek again at 30, again another 30 plus wide receiver or 30 plus professional football player, period, is dealing with an oblique injury. Last year it was a wrist. Now it's an oblique injury. JX, I'm a big fan of the Rich Eisen show. I watch the Rich Eisen show, on YouTube religiously.
Hmm.
He had Mike McDaniel on. He
Yeah,
interviewed
yeah,
Mike. You saw that?
I
Now,
did.
we could probably spend an entire show dissecting this, but again, I mean, I kind of feel like, did you get the sense of like he's kind of sort of like he's playing for his freaking job. He knows it,
Yeah,
and that's not to say that he that's not to say that Mike McDaniel doesn't believe that the product on his field is good enough to perhaps keep him from losing his job. But I kind of feel like he's got a lot of pressure on him this season.
yeah,
He's relying on two, like you heard the strength of their team is their two pass rushers. He said it flat out. And then all the conversation regarding Tua, we could spend a whole different show on that. And I'd like to too, because again, Mike McDaniel, I think he's a very, very smart dude. I think he's a very, very creative dude. I think he's a very good offensive coordinator.
hmm.
That's it. I love Caleb. I love Caleb too. Yeah.
Really quick, did it also sound like he was kind of like over Tyreek Hill? Like it's kind of like I'm tired of him. Like I'm ready for him to like just the actions between Tyreek and like the media, and it just seems like the Dolphins as a whole are aside from like like the front office, but like it's like the quarterback, the coach, the team is kind of like over him, and everybody's like, no, let's just keep him. I mean, it just seems like it's a weird situation in Miami.
It's they're tied together. So like everything and all the commotion and all the crap that he's causing, whether some of it's not really his fault, some of it is, they're kind of tied together. I don't think anybody knocked on Mike McDaniel's door and said, "Yeah, I'm thinking about bringing in Tyreek Hill." I'm sure it was like a collaborative effort where, like, okay, they had to go to the owner and say, "Look, we're gonna need this amount of money." Look at Jordan, man. See, Jordan must be a regular listener to the Fantasy Goats here on YouTube, because he's gonna shop the cheetah altogether for that guy. This is how you know. This is how you know you know.
Jordan, Jordan, look at me. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Jordan, look at me.
Yes.
Do
Yes.
it before it's too late. Before it's too late. Talking about
Yeah.
wide receiver one. We're talking about overall number one. Do it before it's too late.
We're talking about wide receiver one overall when it's all said and done. When this whole thing wraps up. Absolutely. Absolutely. You wanna talk about someone that could be a real game breaker. You want to talk about someone that you have to play defense against. If defenses are wondering how to stop one person, you know that one person is special. And Brian Dable is the right offensive coordinator. Not to say that there aren't others out there that can be creative as well. I'm sure Mike McDaniel would probably be able to do the same thing with Malik Neighbors or similar things with Malik Neighbors. But Brian
Mhm.
Dable is scheming this man up to make sure that he's open. That's what we want. Open for business, right? Vince Goat Sniper. Am I on the clock? Is that why you're telling me to do something? Did you know who the real boss is of this operation, right? JX, you know. Um, let me get to three. Let me get to three more or any other questions, and then then we'll put the sleeper up. Then we'll put the sleeper up. But if you want me to do this though live, sniper, what if I wind up sniping you? Don't you think we should wait a little bit? That way we could be in cahoots together, like we have been. I'm gonna sweet talk him into it. Hopefully, yeah, you gotta sweet talk him. Jordan is a goat. We really appreciate you guys for sure coming in here. Uh, do us a favor, please hit that like. Let's jumpstart the algo. Jerry Judy at wide receiver 34 or Cedric the Entertainer at wide receiver 66. Barring in mind that, hey, this brings us back to our quarterback, our
Mhm.
quarterback competition. We all think that it's going to be Joe Flacco. Which wide receiver would you want in this offense is the $1 million question.
I think. Hmm. Yeah, I think Tillman's the value. He's the value play. And I'm only saying Tillman because I would assume that Flacco will play a little bit more towards like how Jameis plays. And before Cedric Tillman got hurt, he was a target. He was a target guy. He was getting 9, 12, 11 targets a game. And Jerry Judy was taking the back seat until, like I said, he got injured. I would just take Tillman for the dart throw almost, opposed to Jerry Judy, and I think he's like in round 6 right now.
Jerry Judy didn't wake up until Jameis Winston woke up.
Yep.
Let's just say, I mean, that's the way I would look at it as well. Cedric the Entertainer, I think there's just more upside. I think we're going to get more value there. We know he's going to start with Judy. Now it's just a matter of where's the chemistry going to be developed. Well, who's going to develop the chemistry? Is it going to be Jerry Judy? I don't think so. Is it going to be Cedric the Entertainer? I don't know about that. I think David Njoku probably plays a good role in this as well in terms of like who the security blankets are, who's the good targets going to. It's not the best offense, but I think Vince was just throwing it out there just to again keep us on our feet, to just make sure that we're alive. Jerry Juggles is a no go for me. Yeah, it's Cedric the Entertainer. You have a question about sleeper? Let me get to wait 1 second. 1 second. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. I want to make sure I get to Darren here. Darren, welcome to the show. I believe you're new here. If you're not, thank you very much for coming. Please give us a like and subscribe. Boys, I am overthinking this in an 8-man PPR. JX, 8-man PPR. Someone just offered me CMC for Bucky, so they want to give you CMC. You've got the Bucky. You have Chase and Derek. I have PTSD, but I feel like it's a take and run. Yeah, I mean, look, it's an eight. If it's an 8-man PPR league, someone offered you see it. Is this a dynasty or a keeper? Sounds like this could be a keeper of sorts or a dynasty. I PT. Don't worry. Hey, look, man. Everybody's got their little things here and there. Look, Vince stays up at night and thinks of like how many leagues and how many Browns and how many and how many Jaguars and how many times Travis Hunter could get on his team. But look, we all have our things. Just offered me CMC for Bucky. Well, I think CMC is going to rebound this season. I think CMC you're betting on that he stays healthy. We're betting on
Yeah.
that like this is a injury-free season and a potential running back one season because that's what CMC has done every season that he is healthy. The other thing about Bucky, although the talent is there, JX, Bucky kind of worries me a little bit. And I've been on record here several times in this offseason. Bucky kind of worries me that um, it was a good rookie season, but this is still someone that was drafted in the 5th round. There's still other running backs that are going to get touches. I don't think they're going to just give Bucky Irving all the work right out of the gate. I think they're going to try to like preserve him as much as possible. But the talent is there. I understand the trepidation with CMC. I do.
I do because I mean we talked about it before. CMC is the biggest gamble there is. I mean, this gamble is winning you the league or it's losing you the league. Um, I would just lean on keeping Bucky because you have Chase and Henry. If this was a situation where you needed, that big just all in type of trade, then I would probably say CMC. But I think your running backs are just as a whole are so good. I don't know. I don't think you should take the risk on it.
That's a good point. Also, it's already a stacked room.
Hmm.
It's already a stacked team. You could be doing something like it's almost like addition by subtraction, possibly, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. Kind of like okay, like well, okay, I want to take on CMC. I'm trading away Bucky Irving, but then what happens if CMC goes down? You just lost two backs.
Yeah.
So it's like the opposite of addition by subtraction. Sniper wants the board up. She wants the board up. She wants to see. She's gonna want you to grade her draft.
Let's take a look at it.
All right, we'll take a look at it. Let's get the board up. And I am on the clock. It is a keeper league. Yeah. So in a keeper league, also, right? You probably drafted Bucky Irving, you know, low last year, right? Like you
Hmm.
didn't draft him. You didn't draft Bucky Irving high. So if you were to keep Bucky Irving this season at whatever pick that you got him from last year, you're already ahead of the game.
Hmm.
It's all the boys from high school. Nice, very nice, man. Yeah, I'm in a league with my boys from high school and middle school. Same stuff. Same stuff. Over 20 years, 23 years. All right, Sniper, here we go. Let's share. Share. Sharing is caring. And I'm not even sure who I'm gonna draft right here either. I don't even know. What do you think? You see oh yeah, here's the players.
All
So
right.
let's get this part up. So, Sniper, what are we doing here? Oh, do I just see this guy? The Mad Max. Looks like we have to move Henderson up. That's right. You're damn right. Oof, 8. I thought ours was going slow. Let's get this
Max,
question here.
don't do it just quite yet. Not quite yet.
Well,
Trevion Henderson, 1 carry.
yeah,
Ramondre Stevenson, 7.
they didn't get. They're not gonna give him a lot of work, or they're not going to give him a lot of work out of like the I formation or out of out of the backfield yet. They're not. He took a freaking return. Oh, look who's here. At 9.2, I took the value and the dip on Joe Mixon. Then I went with Javonte Williams. I can't stand that pick. J.K. Dobbins, I'm not big on either. And yeah, you know
I,
what?
I like that rebound of a pick, though. That's a rebound of a pick.
We did a little Dylan Sampson here. You know
I
what?
like
This
that, too.
this is the dude. Quinshon Judkins isn't going to play football this season. I'd be shocked. Let me make sure that I get to our friend over here. I want to make sure that I get to all of our goats. Boys, 12 team, the super flex, 2 wide receiver, 2 running back, a tight end, flex. Traded my 3rd and 4th round picks for this year away. Drafting in the 5 hole. What's the play? Best 2 players available. Get a quarterback, hero, RB. 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs. You traded your 3rd and your 4th round picks for this year away.
So is this a dynasty rookie draft, Brandon?
Drafting in the 5th hole. What's the play? Best 2 players available. A hero RB in the 5th round. Oh, out of the 5 hole. I'm sorry, out of the 5 hole.
Yeah.
Quarterback, yeah, a little bit more.
This a startup rookie draft, dynasty, or is it a
Or,
rookie draft? Yeah.
yeah, if you're in the 5 hole, yeah, and it depends on if you have. Do we have all the players available, or are we just drafting rookies? If you traded your 3rd and 4th round picks this year away, sounds like it's the rookie draft.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me. Um, if it's, I'll answer both questions. So yeah, why not? If it's a rookie draft, um, the fifth spot right now, who would be in the fifth spot right now? Potentially, um,
Ted, or
Ted,
maybe even Cam Ward.
yeah, or Travis. This is going to be one of those three. Uh, I probably would go with Ted if he's available. I mean, he's clearly the wide receiver one there. I mean, probably
Ashton
just shown me
Genty,
enough.
Ashton Genty, or Marion Hampton. Then maybe you go Travion. Then maybe Ted, or switch those two.
Yeah.
Flip flop those two. Travis Hunter's there. Cam, yeah. I mean, that's what you're looking at at around the 5th pick, I'd say.
For like a startup, which I'm assuming. I,
No, for startup, yes, go ahead.
yeah, so I'm gonna answer both questions. So like, yeah, for the rookie draft, I'm probably taking Ted or Travis. As far as a startup, super flex, I'm taking the quarterback who has the most upside. Whether that be, oh man, because how would a startup go? Josh Allen, Jaden Daniels, Lamar
Lamar,
Jackson, uh,
Chase,
Chase, then
Bijan.
Hurts
Yeah,
or
yeah,
Bijan.
yeah.
Nah, probably Bijan. Probably
That,
Bijan.
that that depends. That depends on your cup of tea, I'd say.
Yeah. For me, I probably would go with Bijan, the fifth pick, if those are my options. So definitely go hero running back.
Do- Yeah, I hope we were able to help you. Yeah. Show JX mine. Okay, I'm gonna show JX yours. JX. Do you see snipers?
Yes, I do.
You know,
Let's see from the top.
from the top.
Yeah, because I know she. Yep, Derrick Henry. Okay.
King
Is this
Baker.
super flex too? I'm assuming super flex.
Yes,
Yeah, super
yes.
flex. Yeah, okay. And come back with Baker. Okay. Who's the third? Who's the third guy?
Josh
Yeah.
Jacobs.
Oh, Josh Jacobs. Should have known. I should have known.
Chicago.
Should have known. I love the start. I love taking advantage of the running backs early in super flex drafts like this. I think you had an excellent start. And then is that Mike Evans?
Well, yeah, because Baker Mayfield needed a friend.
Oh, of course. You gotta make
Yes.
sure our friends are hanging out all the time.
Yes, of course. So Mike Evans, which is it's not a bad pick there. It's
It's
not.
not a bad pick.
I went with Tet. The minute Mike Evans went off the board, I was like, "Yep, no problem. I'll take Tet there." But then, okay, fine. She came back around with Travis Hunter, Jordan
Hmm.
Love, Travis. It's a good team. It's a good
Yeah,
team.
it's a really
And
good
I
team.
and I think she's got another question here. Who should the sniper take at the 13.3? I'm pretty confident at this point. I mean, you're just filling in for depth. I mean, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fill in for depth. I'm about to take a Texan friend. Okay, I'm about to take a Texan friend. You're very welcome, Brandon. Wait a minute, I just saw Brandon. Brandon, don't go anywhere unless you're in a rush to go eat or something. It's normally a keeper league. But this year is a reset year, so it's a redraft. That's
Okay.
pretty. That's pretty interesting. So does that change the answers?
Well, I mean that solidifies me taking Bijan at the fifth pick.
If that's if Bijan's on the board at fifth, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. But so he doesn't have the third or the fourth round picks or fourth or fifth
Hmm.
round picks. I get it. All right, makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense now. Yeah, I'm taking Bijan.
It's a keeper league that's going to reset. Why wouldn't the whole entire damn thing just reset? You guys voted to do it this way. I presume that would be the way to go. I guess if it's voted on. What up, Husot? Mr. Husot, my boss. Are you ready for the shitter bowl? Yeah, I'm ready for that. Yeah, ready. Very, very ready.
One bench,
One bench.
one sound,
No,
one
no. Well,
team, one pride.
one bench, and I believe he actually did change it to the positional limit for the quarterback is now at two. So now you
Mm,
don't actually have to drop a quarterback when they're on bye. You can actually draft a quarterback, a backup, if that's the strategy that you wanted to go. Or when that quarterback does come up on bye, let's say whatever the bye beginnings are, you don't actually have to drop that guy. You could probably drop somebody else.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. His laugh is the best. I know his laugh is the best. He's also got one of the best one of these as well. We need these in order to provide you with
Appreciate you, Mel.
the trophies. I'm ready to take a friend, sniper. We're gonna draft a friend for Joe Mixon. It's about that time. We're gonna put we're gonna give the squad wide receiver five. The pick is in, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Jaden Higgins. Brandon made the Bijan pick correct. Yeah, I think our draft will go Chase and Bijan, then the quarterbacks. Some managers got tired of having the same keepers every year, so we decided on a 3-year rule and then resets it all. Yeah, so
Okay.
we actually have the same thing in place. after the third year of keeping a player, that player just goes right back into the pool. And it's also an auction keeper, so you either keep 1 to 2 players each season, then you could keep them up to 3 years. So there's like a term limit there. Sorry, Goats, my son is attacking a magpie. Catch you the next time. Appreciate you, Goat. Have a wonderful evening. We'll check in with you. We'll check in with you on the streets of Elon. Sniper's giving you a heart. She doesn't give the hearts.
Sniper, just my opinion. I'm not sure who else is on the board right now. It's a lot of picks that's being made, but would you consider taking his friend, taking Noel maybe? Jalen Noel after Higgins?
Oh, she will now. She will now. Well, here's the board. I don't know if you'll.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I highly doubt Sniper's looking at this one over what she's looking at on her phone or her own computer. There's a lot of good options
There's
here.
a lot of players left. Yeah, yeah. Forget what I said. Well, I don't know. Najee is falling, huh?
I would love it. I would love to see you in a suit, getting ready to draft. But for this draft, no. No, I don't think you need a suit for this draft. You could be in a bathing suit for this draft, not a real suit. What position do you think I should go with next? What position? So let's take a look. You have 2 quarterbacks. No, do you have 2 or 3? You have 2 quarterbacks. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 wide receivers. You have 1, 2, 3. You have 4 running backs.
Yeah,
you have 2 tight ends.
BPA.
BPA equals best player available. Sniper, in case you were wondering. Best player available. Yeah, see, Darren knows. Darren, if you knew what this league was, forget about it. It would be you should be able to draft in a birthday suit in this league. This wacky, just the creation. It really was just thrown up against the wall, and let's see what sticks before I pass out. That's the draft. That's the league that we're doing. I might have to wear a suit in my home league. Yes, you should wear a nice suit for your home league because you mean business. That's right. That's absolutely right. I don't want to. I do you notice? You notice something? Do you notice that I haven't invited anybody? I don't even want to subject anybody to this thing. I like to call it a shitter ball. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I think JX should be in the not Rogers. You really want to go down that path again? Should she get QB3? Kind of like the go QB3. Bye weeks or injury replacement. Let's take a look at the quarterbacks. Come on. Russ, Tyler Shuck is not an option. Jackson Dart's not an option. Daniel Jones and Joe Flacco. Yeah, it's getting pretty thin. Damn. And I only got 2. I got 2 studs, but yeah, it's pretty thin. I would wait. Actually, I don't know if you want to wait. Nah, you a good sniper. Stay your ass in there. If we're gonna struggle in there, I better see you in there, champ. It's like he goes, stay, keep your ass in there, sniper. That's the next available. Yeah, I get it. I get it. All right, guys. I think we had a pretty solid show here. I mean, we're waiting on Sniper. What else do we
Really.
got? Let me take
Let's see.
this.
The quarterbacks are so thin. Yeah, I think I would wait on the quarterbacks too.
I mean, Sniper put out some really good advice earlier to me. Like, take a look at the other teams and see what they need. Well, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna shoot the advice right back over to you, homie.
I mean,
Look at
you
this
say that.
dude's got 3 quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure Wolfenit is got. Let's see. Let's just make sure. Yep, 3 quarterbacks. Or Oregon here is one. He's 2. Marathoner is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2 over here. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a bunch that have 2, but then there's a lot here that have 3 as well. Mahomes, Purdy, Tagovailoa. I have 2. You have 2. Herbert and Prescott. 2. I don't know where the rest of all these quarterbacks went. Who's is giving us the skeletons. Well, JX said best available. I'm not taking Najee.
I said, yeah, just best available though. If you don't think Najee's the best available, then don't take Najee. You take who you believe is the best available. Doesn't matter what a sleeper ranking say is who you
Yeah.
think is best available.
So the Najee ADP, I kind of feel has begun to shift. But let's not forget also this is a little bit different because it's 2 QBs, so it's a super flex. Najee's still falling based on the circumstances.
Yeah,
All right.
he still has value though.
I happen to agree. I just don't think it's going to be much value. I think, like, if you take a look at Greg Roman's history, he loves to use 2 running backs. He doesn't ever have a running back that finishes like top 10, or the last time that happened was like LaShawn McCoy. So it's like, all right, like, on one hand, it doesn't bode well for either of them. But on the other hand, if it's going to be one over the other, it's going to be the one that they drafted, not the one that they brought in for 1 year who's got one eye.
Yeah.
The dude's got one eye, and he can't. Again, that's not that he needs the reps, but yeah, he still needs the reps.
Yeah, absolutely. He's getting shape.
Oh, look at what the sniper did here. She did Jack Besh, ladies and gentlemen. Jack Besh. That'll make Rhino happy. All right, that's a good pick. Well, we can end on that. We could definitely end on that. We are going to be back. Of course we are. Monday. We're going to be live on Tuesday. Probably going to be live on Thursday, but definitely going to be live again a week from today. Really appreciate you guys. It's guys like you, the Who Soaked, the Snipers, the Vinces, the Mr. Magics, and tons of others that I can't name them all, that have gotten us to where we are today, and we all appreciate it. We appreciate it. All right, JX. Your Cubs playing tonight? I'm sure they're playing.
I'm listen. There's enough preseason football now. I'm gonna just say go. I'm gonna just say go football. Go football.
I mean baseball. There's a time, right, where like I was like so into making sure that I watched every single freaking inning of every single freaking Yankee game. And that period stopped. That period stopped for me like years ago, like when I discovered Twitter. When I just got onto Twitter, and then all of a sudden I'm drafting teams in February for the following for that season. Amazing. Just
Baseball's
amazing,
wild.
amazing shit. You have some real nuts. You have some real maniacs that I met in a good way. Good maniacs. Thank you guys for a fun night. Yeah. Oh, and tomorrow, should we make a Zoom? We definitely should make a Zoom. The pack is on tomorrow night. We'll be watching that closely. We certainly will be watching that closely. I'm sure Golden will get some reps. I'm sure we want to see. I want to see how Jaden Reed looks out there. I'm not sure what they're doing with running back. Of course, Jordan Love. Who the hell are they playing again tomorrow? I don't think it doesn't really matter. Zoom meeting for Sunday. What time is the draft? If the draft is later on in the afternoon, I would be up to it. I would consider it if it was later on in the afternoon. But I have a feeling that it's not in the afternoon. I have a feeling that it's damn early, and that's probably going to put the kibosh on any Zoom/streams for a shitter bowl. You understand? You know what I'm saying, Goat?
Oh, Pack versus the Jets. That's what it is.
Oh,
Pack versus the Jets.
The Jets. We're going to see a little G-Dubs tomorrow night, Sniper. A little G-Dubs. Braylon Allen, who was sniped for me today. We're going to see Brees. We're going to see Justin. Oh, man. 9 a.m. West Coast would be 12 noon East. I don't want to even get up for that. Savion. That's right. We're going to see Savion.
Yes, sir.
And Romeo. Yeah.
Yeah. Where art thou, Romeo? Romeo, where art thou?
Romeo. Romeo is in his the end. This is his contract year.
Yeah.
Romeo might have a good year. He's going to be playing for a healthy extension or a healthy contract on his next stop. You're not even going to be up, John. Not for that shit. I'm not. No. 10 a.m. You're not even going to be up. I'm not waking up especially early for that league. Romeo has his last contract here, and he's been doing pretty good. Well, Romeo is in his 4th year of his contract, his rookie contract. That's right. So either at the end of this season, Green Bay re-signs him, or he hits the market for perhaps a better deal. So this could be a good season for him. I don't ever autocorrect my goat. It's not in my DNA. I'll figure something out. Don't you worry. I'll figure something out. All right, guys. JX, appreciate you. Guys, have a wonderful evening. We'll see you again on the other side.
Thank you.